3, 2, 1.
Welcome back from the break, Rams. It's another Hot or Not Pick'em week, and 4 rounds in, let's see how the standings are currently holding. As you can see, we got Mr. Mike Walsh at 11-3, out here killing it. Greg, 7-2, but once again, Greg hasn't quite had as many as the rest of us, so
Unfair.
little skewed.
Unfair.
But then we got me, Leah, and Ella both sitting at 8-6, so above 500. That's a good place to be. And Ruby at 7-7, 500. Really not bad for sitting in last right now, but that's okay because this week we've got 4. So got some high stakes. And since it's election day, we thought we would get in the spirit, and instead of picking who will win or lose, we will instead vote on some sports-related propositions for the upcoming week. Without further ado, let's see what's on the ballot. I will say, I was requested to read these in a British accent. So, shall Tory Horton acquire at least 60 yards receiving, and in connection therewith, 1 touchdown against Wyoming? What do you guys think about this one? Personally, I think this is not as much of a Tory Horton ask as it's a Clay Millen ask.
Yep.
And I think that's a lot to ask for Clay Millen, so I'm voting no.
I agree with you, Madeline, on this one. I think the border war is just too high stakes. Clay Millen is not 100% ever. He seems to be injured consistently this whole season. So I said no for this one, not because Tory Horton doesn't know what he's doing, but because the rest of the football team doesn't know what they're doing.
I actually said yes for this one because Tory Horton just had a great game against a tough San Jose State team, and he made some plays on really bad throws, honestly. So if he's out there, I'm confident he can get those receiving yards and that touchdown.
I'm going to go no. I think Wyoming's just a better team. I think they're going to handle Horton better, so I'm going to go no.
And well, with that, let's move on to proposition number 2. Shall CSU men's basketball win by 20 or more on Friday, and henceforth assure Ram fans the team isn't on the brink of collapse this year? As arguably the biggest CSU basketball fan on this show, I don't even know that I can say yes. After Gardner-Webb, like, I gotta be honest, it didn't look that good. I know it's Southeast Louisiana, and I've never heard of them. They're probably not great. Like, ESPN has it. I think it's like 89-11. Like, CSU has like an 89% chance to win. But 20, that's a lot. Last year they made the tournament and they were even beating teams by 20. So I'm voting no. I think they'll win. 20, that's a lot.
Madeline, we're going to switch places for the night, and I'll be the CSU faithful in our basketball team because I'm going to say yes on this one. I mean, I saw the exhibition game. We won by 40. Gardner-Webb, we did not look bad. We looked rusty. We're getting into a groove, and I think that's where this game is where that groove is going to come out. 20 points against a bad team is not a big ask, in my opinion. Against a March Madness quality team, not a big ask.
And I agree with Ella here that the Rams can pull it out. They've got a lot of new guys on the squad repping the green and gold, so there's got to be time for them to gel, and this game is where they'll come together and like really shine for the Ram fans.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I think Monday they were just rusty. They were breaking off the rust. I think they're going to have a great game on Friday. I think they might even win by 30 or more.
Yeah, right. Sharpshooter Joe, Patty with those yellow shoes. Are you kidding? We've got the height now.
Isaiah Rivera is him.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Come on, Madeline. I'm disappointed in you this week.
Okay. Let's move on to the third question on the ballot. Shall McKenna Hofschild record greater than 5 assists on Friday, and in connection therewith register at least 1 steal? Personally, for me, this is an easy one. I say anybody who's ever watched McKenna Hofschild play basketball knows that this answer is yes. Like, I feel like five or more assists for a point guard, that's not that much. And also steals, I mean, that's like where CSU thrives in women's basketball. This is an easy one, yes.
I absolutely agree. I feel like that's asking Sarah Pritchard to get more than 20 assists. Like,
yeah,
you just know it's going to happen, especially with how good McKenna Hofschild is at that point. I have so much faith in her to get 5 assists and a steal. I mean, she's little, but she knows how to move, and she gets that ball whether they want it or not.
And I wanted to spice things up, and so I actually said no for this one, we'll see if that proves wrong, because apparently she's good or something.
Just a little.
I'm gonna be honest. I have never watched her play basketball, but I'm also gonna go no here. But I haven't seen her. I don't know. I don't know enough to give an honest answer here.
Well, you better get out to a women's game because she slays on the court. And here's proposition number 4, our final proposition. Shall San Diego State officially join the Pac-12 by the end of this week and henceforth leave the Mountain West Conference forever? Personally, as a hater of the city of San Diego and sports teams in it, I don't want them in the Mountain West anymore. So I voted yes in hopes that this does happen.
I voted yes, not because I have a burning hatred for SDSU, but I personally just think this is already on the move, already happening, definitely out of the Mountain West and into the Pac-12 kind of thing.
Yeah, and I said yes for the same reasons. Like, the Pac-12's already made their decision, so it'll be interesting to see how they realign the conference with San Diego State gone.
Yeah, I'm going to go yes here too. I think they're leaving this week. I think it's just they're too far along in the process to stop it now, so I think it's going to happen this week.
It's a lot more money for them.
Yeah,
I can't blame them, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, when you look at it, they are always one of the top sports schools within the Mountain West.
Yeah,
I mean, honestly,
and
especially with what happened to the Pac-12, it's going to be interesting to see if the Mountain West just stays around.
Yeah.
Much less San Diego State within it.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to see. And with that, Rams, we have once again reached the end of our show. Make sure to tune in tomorrow for the final CTV Cooks of the semester. Thanks again for tuning in, and as always, we hope you have a great rest of your night.